Marshmallow Fanboy back with another review, this time of DC Multiverse's Gold Label Amazon exclusive Clayface, Batman and Batwoman, all from DC Rebirth, as well as the newest McFarlane Toys digital figure, which is Batman, and this is also from DC's Rebirth. I thought this was appropriate because both of these are Rebirth figures, and also the first figure of Rebirth was a different color scheme as well. And now I have 3 Rebirth figures that are all repaints. I love the mold. I don't know, I think maybe this is my favorite because of the light gray, and the blue just takes me right back to the 80s. But I don't have I guess this is my favorite. But the other two are very cool. This one's kind of I'll show you the costume when we open it. I think the first one was a dark gray. It was a bright yellow belt buckle, and the canisters on the side were bright yellow, and then it was the black sort of lines in the belt. The gloves, the cowl, the cape, the boots were completely black on that Batman Rebirth figure. The Bat logo had the bright yellow outline that matched the bright yellow of the belt. And this one, of course, looks just like that. It's got the gold. It has a Bruce Wayne head, which is very cool because that Bruce Wayne head can probably go on any of the Rebirth figures. Really nice artwork on the back. I want to say that's 1000% Jim Lee, but I think it looks a little like, could be David Finch maybe. I don't collect the McFarlane Toys digital, mostly because they're kind of re-release figures. I know that they're like things like Aquaman are sort of newer, and that mold is kind of newer, but I don't want to get the same characters over it again. But I couldn't pass this up. This was in GameStop. It was thoroughly thrashed, and it was discounted. So yeah, I got that. As for the Amazon one, it was 50% off. So the whole box set was $35. I couldn't pass that up because I do want Batwoman. I don't have any version of that Batwoman. I have the Batman Beyond version of Batwoman, but I don't have that version of Batwoman. I also never got a Megafig Clayface, and I compared the two sculpts and they're the same. It just looks like one is darker. It looks like this one is darker. On the inside, that's exactly what he looks like, except that it's light gray, and then it's black on the things, but it's a purple lining inside the cape, I think. If I understood the pictures on Amazon.com correctly. So this is 4 figures in all, and we're gonna unload all 4 figures today, and we're gonna check them out. So let's get to that. Okay, now that they're out of the package, let's take a closer look at the Amazon 3-pack of Batman, Batwoman, Clayface, and the digital of Batman, all from DC Rebirth. The 3 of these packaged together makes sense. There was a Detective Comics run, I think it was probably during Rebirth, that these 3 were on a team. Clayface was part of one of Batman's teams, and I think Batwoman was on it also. So it's kind of a cool nod to that story arc. I think maybe I might be remembering that wrong, but it seemed like Batwoman was on that team. But I'm going to go over Batwoman first. I'm not going to go over the articulation, but on any of these, but I do want to look at them a little more carefully. This comes with a grappling launcher, which is the weakness of the packaging was it didn't really show you what any of the accessories were. So it was hard to tell, like, is this grappling gun for her or for Batman? Except that Batman's grappling gun looks just like the grappling gun that comes with the digital figure, except the digital figure, he's holding it right now, is in gold, and this one is black, so it was easy to sort that out. The batarangs, a little bit tougher. This was on her side of the packaging, that was on his side, but both of them are black with gold like they're coated. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what the significance of that is, but it's gold on one side and black on the other. The head sculpt is excellent for Kate Kane. It is really good. The narrow eye slits, the way that there's sort of a kind of sideburn mask cut coming back through it, the way the hair kind of bleeds right through the top of the mask. The cape is really nice, rubbery. All three of the Batman characters have different sort of consistencies to their cape. Hers is more rubbery. The belt is really cool. You know, just black and red. Just really nice detailing. The bat on her chest looks more like the sort of the Batman Beyond logo, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm not absolutely sure. She has the little things that hold the cape there. I'm sure the cape is held there by, there's a pin or a post in the back. I'm sure that there's a little bit of the cape just attached to the back. So that is Batwoman 1. For the Batman from DC Rebirth, came with almost nothing. Came with the aforementioned grappling gun, and came with the Batarang, but that's it. No extra hands, no anything. And the digital one came fully loaded with a Bruce Wayne likeness. Came with the Batman head was attached to him in the package. Comes with 2 extra hands. He has the gesturing hand and the holding hand and 2 fists for punching. And he had a big gold bat that he could probably hold with this hand. For this one, since it's the classic colors, I would have preferred the bright yellow of this one onto this one. The light gray would have looked better on this one also, but I get it. This one came out first, and it had to be a big point of difference between the real dark gray. So the first one was real dark gray, this was medium gray, and this is light gray. But the light gray would have looked better with the blue, and this darker gray would look better with the purple and the black. And the gold would have looked really good with it, even though I'm not sure if he was gold in this incarnation. But we're not going for accuracy. I mean, I'm pretty sure in DC Rebirth he didn't have 3 different versions of the costume. He had the one, and the first one was probably the most accurate. And after that, he was, McFarlane was like, let's repaint the crap out of this. And I don't begrudge him that, but if you were going to do sort of a gray blue 80s paint job on this Batman, put the light yellow around there, and put the light yellow back on the belt. That'd been cool. Also, the black stripes I hate. Now that I know that there's all this good detail underneath the belt or underneath the paint, I don't want the paint. I just want that. Unless there was like a wash. And see how the black panels if that black was in the lines and not on the panels, it would bring out the depth of some of the design. But because the black is over here, everything looks like it's one level. It looks just flat. It doesn't look like there's any texture to it. Also, this Batman's cape is stiff. Super stiff. Not rubbery, not nothing. Stiff. Super stiff. And this one is kind of the happy medium. It's flexible, but it's not rubbery. My problem with the rubbery is just, it seems like after about 20 years, the rubbery turns into sort of disintegrates and sort of seems to... I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure McFarlane has solved that, and the rubbery won't turn into weird sticky plastic or whatever. But this seems to be the happy medium. Also, at the top of the cape, you can kind of see the gray a little bit, but it's not as bad as on this one, where you can definitely see the light gray at some points when he's just standing. You can't right now. I haven't posed really well, apparently. Clayface, of course, again, was not a Build-A-Figure. He was, oh, I'm not done with showing you the thing. So this one does come with a batarang, just like Kate's. This one has a little bit of black, a little bit of gold. I don't know if that's a paint error or something weird to it, but his is also kind of discolored. Also, nobody in the 3-pack comes with an action figure stand, so it's sort of a mess for Kate, who, you know, for the female figures, it's harder to stand them up usually. But Kate was a trooper. She stood up, and it was awesome. And last but not least is Clayface. Clayface comes with an articulated jaw, so you can pose him like that. His head turns a little bit. He's got a mid-torso rocker. He's got a soft middle that's probably protecting his joints, but he's also got a lower torso rocker, also. So lots of bend to him. He feels a little flimsy, like there's some kind of rocker joint down there that's being covered but isn't being supported by anything bulky. His legs have the regular, I don't know if they're ball jointed or not ball jointed. That's like a pen. You know what I mean? So no some articulation in the knees, but no like double knee or anything. Ooh, that's stiff. Got great articulation in the arms. Great articulation at the. He can twist these, and he can, you know, reach out a little bit further. He has a hinge joint, or not a hinge joint, but it's the little dot right. Got the little dot right there. His hand moved a little. Holy smokes, that's stiff, but it is there. He's got great articulation for a giant figure. Like I said before, I never got the original Clayface, the Mega Fig. I don't even think that I saw it in stores. I think I just was able to sort of pass on it. But because of the Detective Comics connection to Clayface and the fact that you could only get Batwoman that way, I didn't obviously want to spend $70 on figures that I didn't want, but it was worth it at $35 to get my hands on the 3 of them, because that knocks it down to about, you know, $12, $13 each or something. So it's a great addition to my collection. Right now Amazon has it for 50% off. By the time I post it, it'll probably be either gone or it, you know, won't exist anymore. But you know, I like these figures. They're really cool. I'm a fan of Batwoman's, and of course the DC Rebirth design on this one is good too. So I dig it. And until next time, enjoy your toys.